Hey, how's it, folks? Welcome back to the channel, or just plain old welcome if this is your first visit. Wow, will 80 Silver Eagles blow up my dollar cost average? I don't know, it's a lot of math. But probably more importantly, I don't know if you've noticed a couple of the videos I put out last, I was checking out Costco.com. Via Louis' talk. And sure enough, a couple weeks ago I found a tube of Silver Eagles, Costco.com. I got the fancy Executive Club card. I got the fancy Costco credit card, which I think is, I don't know whose card that is, Citibank maybe. 2% mitigates the 4.172% that I gotta pay the state of Hawaii, blah blah blah. But anyway, it was the selling price before tax or rebates or rewards was $6.49 for a tube of 20, and then maybe a little just this last weekend or so. No, beyond that, before that, it was up to $6.99. So I'm basing this equation on $6.99 worst case scenario. I think if the United States Postal Service is still doing business Tuesday, day after tomorrow, which is Labor Day, and they're available, I think I've chosen the 80 silver ounces. Eagles 2024 Type 2. I don't have one. That'd be my first. Versus a 2024 Buffalo in a fancier enclosure than this thing. Although this is some kind of special U.S. Mint, something rather commemorative. Or I don't know. It was a fancy one. Might as well. Let's see who the candidates are. So you folks probably know more about the 2024 Silver Eagle than I do, but I can count to 20. So this is Bullion, 2008, West Point. I don't know if that makes a difference. This was a first numismatic product released on the United States Mint Celebration Series and designed to celebrate special gift-giving occasions and significant events, yet they kept it in that little plastic thingy. The content and period of each coin is backed by the United States government. The custom design certificate of authenticity features the signature and chop mark of the director of the United States Mint, Edmund C. Moy, Director, United States Mint. That must be the chop mark right down there. I'm married to a part Chinese lady. I never heard that before. So anyhow, 999 pure gold. You guys know that. You guys know all that stuff. This is the only Buffalo I own. And I think I got it accidentally. I wasn't thinking Buffalo. I was thinking Eagle. Saw this at the time. It didn't seem, I don't know. I didn't notice any premium or anything like that compared to an Eagle. Even for the fancy box, I don't think so. But I didn't pay that much attention back then, and this has been a while, so I don't know what this is just a neat Buffalo. I don't know if the mint mark is any different from the one that they're showing on Costco, but I had. So contemplating, so and so these were on sale. Were just a couple days ago, maybe August 28th, I forget, but pretty much the same price. And you could pick between this or a 2024 Gold Eagle 1 ounce or a Swiss Pamp in an assay card 1 ounce, all priced at the same thing, $25.99 plus whatever's applicable to you. And I know the math is not exact, but 4 times $6.99, well, 4 times 7 is 2,800, pretty close. What I did is I kind of averaged it between $6.49 and $6.99, just a rough guesstimate, a swag, sophisticated wild ass guess. And so basically I'm looking at 1 ounce of gold, whether it's a buffalo, whether it's an eagle, or whether it's a pamp, 1 ounce, which I don't have, but I'll let these 10 tenthers signify that, or 80 ounces of 2024 Silver Eagles. So to get a perspective, so here's your, I'm just gonna, let's just look at this one, that one, because wasn't a huge response, but it seemed like the responses was leaning towards buffalo. And in the buffalo versus 80 ounces of Silver Eagles, I think, or gold in general, I think gold might be winning that survey contest. But just to put it in perspective, let's try this. This is tough to do one-handed. Wow, there's one, or should I say 20. I'm not sure I've ever opened these particularly. This is out of my Lucy box, which is I either bought them separately, singularly, or by the tube or the half tube. Sometimes they came in like a generic plastic tube, and there was only 10 of them instead of 20. Just all kinds of ways. Let's see. Okay, so there's 60. Oh, this is my new stacking stack holder. Okay, so let's, there we go. Let's just put it all out on the table. There we go. Oops, is there one left in there? Nope. Okay. I'm not great at math, but that's 80 ounces of Silver Eagles. 1 ounce of gold, whether it's a buffalo. Here, let's put them together. Say hi. Wow, it's crowded in here. I'm lonely. Oh, here, let me join you. Okay. Oh, hey, get off me. So whether it was an eagle or a buffalo or a pamp Swiss, I mean, that's pretty dramatic. Now, I know the difference between gold and silver, but I think and I'm comfortable with both, really. But I do feel like I got a little extra fiat burning a hole in my pocket because Uncle Sam screwed up again on my Social Security benefit. Last year I made too much, so basically 4 months in a row I wouldn't receive Social Security benefit. Same thing happened last year. I knew it was coming, and I budgeted for it, but, you know, bird in the hand's worth two in the bush, and now I've cut myself back to part-time hours, and I will stay under the threshold that Social Security will penalize you for going over if you opted to take your Social Security at age 62 instead of waiting until your full retirement age. For me, I think it's around 66 in a few months. But there's no guarantees, and I did the math, and if I ever, to get to the point where I felt like I left a little bit of money on the table, that benefit-wise would be, I think, 78 and 10 months old, and yeah, I can't think that far ahead, but I could think till 70 because that was my stacking goal. But anyhow, so yeah, that's pretty right. Then if you filter in the personal equation, is I'm back to my goal of filling up a Lucy Monster box, all by either singles or tubes or half tubes, all kinds of tubes. So yeah, I think my first re-entry to the precious metal purchasing, anything having to do with commerce, since 2016 when I got these. That was my last precious metal purchase right before I flew out. Took two friends. They got their first ounce of gold. They paid for their 1 ounce eagle the same thing I paid for 10 of these. I don't know if the dealer, because I brought in a couple customers, they bought some silver too each, but we'd had a pretty decent relationship, and I didn't ever really, I didn't dicker with him. I learned that he was fair, and I understood he had bills to pay to keep the business open. Whether it's still open now, I don't know. It's been 8 years. But so that's the most I ever paid for, way more than double what I had ever paid before for an OZ, and that was $1,300. It didn't hurt because I was prepared for it before I went in, but I didn't enjoy it. But I just didn't know what the situation was here before I got here. It's a good thing I got these either way, especially in looking at the prices today. But I bought this for 2029 or before that if surprises were to happen. But Uncle Sam screwed up. So I went these last 2 months, no benefit, and all of a sudden what shows up in my Social Security checking receptor, they send you the money automatically now. You don't get a check. Yeah, they put it back. So, and I was thinking, and I was surprised when they started it in July. They take June's benefit in July and so on and so forth. So now I'm thinking what I originally thought was that they were going to take it out like last year. I was going to miss September, October, November, and December's benefit, and a little bit of January's, because that's what happened last year. But anyhow, so I ended up, now, I mean, yeah, this is money that I have budgeted forward or had budgeted forward and planned for, but to me it kind of seems like either a signal, a sign, or realistically it's because I'm comfortable in my other stacks, my fiat stacks. I just seeded a credit union account where I bought that $2 nickel roll. Some token, like $500, just to have another ATM at my disposal, just in case. I made my wife beneficiary of the account. It's kind of a secret account, but not really, because I told her. But so I just feel like it's a sign, and it's right around that magic number that Costco's asking for the choices, 1 versus 80. And speaking of the 80, I didn't, and I'm not going to look through these things and be touching them and creating opportunities for milk spots or any of that stuff. As far as cost average, it would be so difficult for me because I could only guess at my cost average of, I don't know, you take, just to err on the side of conservative, where I highball my average. Let's say 1,500 times 15, and then so that's gotta give me a final number, and then I gotta add 80 to that, to the number, and then add the, 2,600 total for the 8 ounces after everything's a wash. So 2,600 added to the total of cost average, and then divide it by the old number plus 80. Why bother? But I'm sure you guys could do that in your head. But so that leaves me with another problem. Oh, timber! That leaves me with another problem, besides getting these crazy 2 boxes open. So I need 84 to complete this box, and this will be the last I look at. I'll probably look at them and maybe make a couple videos before I put them to sleep until 2029, or something gets in the way. So that leaves me 4 short. So I've got these Littleton Eagles. They're just plain old, bullion, whatever, I don't know if they're uncirculated or not, but we've seen them. You've seen them probably. Come in a little plastic card, got a neat little story. Littleton, lots of advertising. Take 4 of those out of their Gizzies. I've got 5. That would leave me at least 1, you know, for collection purposes or what have you. They're not worth nothing more than. But I was thinking, and this will go along with another video, because I know the average Joe blue collar stacker, he got some proofs in the wild, I think, or a proof he found at a local coin shop, all bust up, just like these. But I'm pretty sure these are proofs. I mean, not only do they look it, they got that fancy W on the back there. And they're fun because they're all beat up, and they might even be milky. But you know, I touch them all I want. I rub them. That might be giving somebody heart palpitations doing that. But so I was thinking, instead of the 4 Littletons, taking them out of those, put these in there. Now there should be. I had a couple regular kind. They had a. I think there were significant birth dates. Oh, they're still in there. So I got a couple in there, but I don't know. I don't think these are. I don't think these are special anymore. I don't think they've been special since somebody ripped them out of their pretty blue velvety presentation box with the COA. They might have used the COA, tore a little bit off and made a blunt for their roach. I don't know. I don't understand how these things got out in the wild, but they did. So I'm thinking, what do you think? Whoops, get back here. It'll be fine. Plus, you know, maybe I'll see them again after I make them disappear before 2029, October 2029. I don't have a crystal ball. Oh, you know what? I might as well get this out of the way. Number nine had a live that I just, fortunately, Sundays are busy for me. I tuned in or clicked in or whatever, and it was this live thing, and then there was Liberty was in there, and all the stackers, and the newest young guy, the future of stacking, Giancarlo. I mean, it was like a reunion. Very cool. And then all of a sudden, Quad 9 start, Silver Sleuth, join, subscribe, whatever. Boom. So my subscribers exploded. And that was nice. I don't know. Maybe I'd really just looking forward to get a few more seconds. Oh shit! 18 minutes. So anyway, this isn't my financial advice about October of 29 or September of this year or February of 2025. It's not financial advice. It's not a prediction. It's just my personal crystal ball interpretation. And yeah, I portray an ignorant stance regarding the serious side of the precious metal market, and I like to project an ignorance is bliss attitude, right? But you know, sometimes we got to be serious, and I think I'll have to start paying attention to math and all that stuff. But yeah, so I appreciate all the feedback that you folks gave me on those 2 videos where I actually learned how to clip a photo or screenshot a photo off of Costco's site and then edited it, cropped it, and then put it in this little, it's like a video editing thingy, and learned how to type in between questions and stuff like that. And then I think I might have added a video after that. Maybe not. Maybe this is that part. But I really appreciate your input on that. You know, we got about 48 hours before I start really looking to pull the trigger. So yeah, no, you can make a comment. Don't do it. For whatever reason, I'd be interested in your reason. I'm not saying it'll sway my decision, but don't do it. That's cool. Oh, you're an idiot. That's cool. There's really nothing any of you can call me that I haven't been called before. And to my face, you know, belly to belly, gut to gut. But yeah, I really wouldn't mind your opinion on putting these proofs in, counting them in with my Lucy. A Lucy Monster Box. No yellow bands. That is so hard to not, those are so hard to not cut and inspect at the very least, right? But come on. Yeah, no. Well, maybe I'll find out the hard way if I ever open those things up ever again, or at all. But I doubt it. Anyhow, yeah, so I don't think that's a big deal to put those grimy, beat up, probably milky-ish, air quote, proofs in, and I'll put them in the top. Put them at the top. And I will get to keep one just as a, I don't know, conversation piece. Silver-proof pocket coin. Well, sorry I went so long. 21 minutes. Oh my gosh. I don't have time to give you all those instructions that everybody else does at the end of their videos. So I wish you the very best that you wish for yourself and your whole family and your loved ones. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time zone you're in. And in the meantime, all right, Dan.